switches work. That's very, very important and critical. Please make sure you always have in your mind. An Ethernet switch is a layer 2 switch, is a layer 2 device. It uses MAC addresses to make the forwarding decision. It just needs the MAC address. A MAC address, like router look for the IP address, switch look for the MAC address. At the layer 2, MAC address table is sometimes referred to as a CAM table as well. So please, these are interchangeable terms. CAM table, content address memory, and MAC address is the kind of the same thing. If I say CAM table or MAC table, these both are the same, no difference at all. So how the switches learn the MAC address? That's critical, very important to understand. So first of all, when you connect a PC, whenever you have a switch, let's say this switch has 1, 2, 3, 4 ports. There are 4 switches or PCs are connected. They have the MAC address A0A, 0B, 0C, 0C. So whenever you connect a switch, I don't have this source MAC address and it is coming from the port in my table, so I will add it. So basically, port and source MAC address are added in the table. So switch is the MAC address, what we will be having, it's a which port and what is the MAC address. So switch said, oh, this is the first time I know this guy and I know this, learn this MAC address. I'm associated with my port 2. Okay, that's the examining the source IP address. This is how the switches are learning the MAC address. So you connect a PC with a switch, straight away switches will learn the MAC address. And I just show you, for example. So simply, if you go to the packet tracer, you can connect our PC here and devices. You connect the laptop, for example, here, and then the tape cable. We need a straight through cable. So let's say now you see port 01 is up, show MAC address. So right now there is only one MAC address which is learned on the port F024. So you will not be able to learn any MAC address until this is green. And it takes 50 seconds. Why it takes 50 seconds we will learn today in a new topic called spelling tree. Okay, you see it doesn't learn yet because switch has no communication yet. So PC, what I'm going to do, I'm going to assign an IP address. Okay, so I assign an IP address to this command line. Now you can see I can ping to switch from the machine. And now you see the switches has now learned the MAC address. You see this 01. 04 is gone. If the switch try to learn ping to 111, you see there will be 2 MAC address. You see, so switches now PC and switch are communicating, then the switch, PC and routers are also communicating as well. So wherever they are communicated, once they start communicating to each other, this or maybe this, you will see the MAC table is populated. Okay, to show MAC address, as you can see, F024, this port is connected to the switch router side, and this is my PC side. I learn the MAC addresses. So basically, switches learn the MAC addresses. It says, okay, the communication is started. It says, oh, this is the first time I learned the MAC addresses. I don't have this, so I will be assigning this. Similarly, when you know, every day when you wake up in the morning and you say some same faces from the same door, let's say door number 20, door number 25, 30, 40. So you recognize these faces. You say, oh, whenever you see him, even in your outside, let's say in the shopping mall or maybe in the park, you can say, oh, this guy belonged to 25, this guy belonged to 23, this guy belonged to 30. So human also recognize those guys with the source port, source addresses. So learning the MAC addresses, you see now what happened? Forwarding destination address, learning MAC addresses. Destination MAC address is not in the table. I don't have this MAC destination. Now switch say A router PC A said I want to communicate to PC D. So what happened? It sent the I don't have this in the table, so I will send to unknown unicast. So what you mean by unknown unicast is like treated as a broadcast. It will be forwarding to all the ports and not the port which is from the receive the request actually. Okay, so it forward all the ports, all the PCs to actually called unknown unicast, and it received by the all the PCs here. Okay, and the PCD will respond it back. Okay, so it will do the now you can see switch learn when there is a broadcast actually happen. It say I want to go to 0.0.0D. PCD send the frame back to PC A and B, and switch now learn the PCD MAC address. So previously this was not in the MAC table. This guy sent the communication to PCD. It was received by B and C because the MAC address was not in the MAC table. It will be flooding from all the port. It's treated as an unknown unicast. Unknown unicast is also broadcast. Okay, I don't have this source MAC address and it's coming port. And now it will add it. So now when the PCD replied it back, it will be associated with the port 4. So now this way switches had now learning the MAC address. This is the switch MAC address. A table contains PC A MAC address. It's sent to frame out only the switch port 1. Now I know. Now what happened? Port 1, I have this MAC address, and port 4, I have this MAC address. Now the communication doesn't need to go. And the next time, if the PC A and PC B need to communicate with the PC to each other, okay, PC A and 4, then the communication can start to each other. Okay, it doesn't go to all the other PC because now this is in the MAC table. PCA send another frame to PCD. The switch table now contain the PCD MAC address, so it sends the frame directly to PCD. So this is how switches learn the MAC address and populate the MAC address in the